everyone, welcome to our workout series. Today we're going to start with upper body, and I'm just going to quickly show you some of the equipment we use. You can find a dog to do dumbbells. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll start out with a resistance band. It doesn't really matter the intensity or resistance of it because we can always adjust the hand grip, which I will advise when we're using that. And then you want a few different dumbbell options. So I have 3 here. But you can have 2, even 1's fine. I have 3s, 5s, and 10s. Today we're gonna do a lot of time under tension, so you don't necessarily need to be lifting as heavy because we're gonna do more repetitions. One last thing, we are gonna actually be latching this to something sturdy. So whether you have a staircase that you can wrap it through, use that. What I'm actually gonna do is use a door handle. So you kind of just hook it there, shut the door, make sure you lock it. I've learned the hard way. And then we're gonna use this to do some exercises. So that's kind of all the equipment, and let's get started. So have kind of your legs in a comfortable position, and we're just gonna begin by doing some upper body warm-ups. So it's kind of like a reverse pec fly, and I'll show you a few different angles. Really just warming up the upper body, shoulders, the pecs, even a little bit in the back. Just kind of waking them up a little bit. You might even feel a little tension doing this as well. So on this next movement, I'd advise either doing your lighter or medium weights, so maybe 3s or 5s. I've even done 10s, but since we're gonna just do all upper body today, I would advise staying underneath 10s. So I'm just gonna start with our 5s. I have a slight bend in my knees, just very minor, and we're gonna begin by doing some lateral raises. So you can see that my hands and my arms don't go above my shoulders, they stay right here, and it actually comes in front of my body. So going slow. You don't want to be using any momentum and swinging it out. You really want to be intentional with the movements. Breathing, and again, just slight bend in the knees. And you're going to feel that in your shoulders. This is what gets the really good definition in the shoulders when you're wearing a tank top. And also you might notice I have a slight bend in my elbows. So you don't want your arms completely locked out, just have a slight bend. Just 5 more. And again, I'm using 5 pounds right now. You can even start with heavier and then maybe the next round you drop down. So from here, you can stick with your 5 pounds or you can go slightly heavier, and we're gonna begin by doing bicep curls. So palms are faced up towards the ceiling. You want your elbows locked into the side of your waist. You don't want to be flailing out. And keeping those elbows down, not moving with this motion, keeping those elbows tucked into your side, and really pull up. Now, let's say you have dumbbells that are a little light and this movement feels a little light. I want you to imagine that you're holding 100 pounds and you're lifting that up. So really squeezing and putting a lot of attention and focus on that bicep muscle. So you can do this with a can of beans or a wine bottle. It doesn't actually have to be dumbbells. And imagine that you're lifting a ton of weight. So we're gonna do 5 more. 4, and again, slight bend in that knee. 3, 2, and 1 more. So from here, I'm gonna hang on to my 10 pounds. We're gonna do a military press. So I want you to have your elbows kind of up in a 90-degree angle, having your palms face each other, and we're gonna just lift up. So lifting up. 2 different ways of doing this. You can kind of tap the dumbbells up at the top, or you can even keep them straight like this, whatever feels more comfortable. Some people even do the military press with their elbows out. I just know for some, it's a little bit harder on the joints, but again, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And always that slight bend in the knees. You don't ever want your legs locked out. And again, I'm using 10 pounds, so whatever feels comfortable. We're gonna be doing 2 rounds of all of this. So we're gonna try to keep it under 20 minutes, so it's a doable exercise. Last 5. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, guys, one of our favorite movements. Okay, I'm kidding with that, but this is such a powerful exercise if you can get this down. So maybe today you can't do them, but let's work our way up. So we're gonna do push-ups. I know it's a scary thing, but if you cannot do regular push-ups on your toes, start on your knees. So palms out. There are a few variations. Some people bring their elbows out. I'd recommend the closer you bring your elbows into your waist, the more tricep it works. So kind of that, what do they call it? Arm fat or chicken wings. So keeping them. Now, if you can't do it on your toes, you're gonna wanna do that. So let's do 10 to 12 push-ups. So start on your feet if you can. See if you can get just a few in. And then if you have to move to your knees, great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're going to 12, 10, 11, last one, guys, 12. Great, and again, if you need to do it on your knees, it's gonna look something like this. If you need to take breaks, that's okay. But we want to just build that consistency and get that form and that strength going in. So from here, we're going to go over to our bands. So again, you don't really want this tucked on something that's light, that can move. You want it to be something on sturdy. Woo, out of breath. All right, so what we're going to do here are back rows. So when we're doing this movement, I want you to imagine that you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. So that when you pull back, there's a pencil right there that you have to hold and keep up. So really putting focus and attention on that area in the back. So slight bend in the knees, and you're gonna pull back. So again, it doesn't really matter the resistance. The further you step away from the door, the more resistance. The closer you get to it, the least resistance. Ensuring you're breathing the whole time. A lot of times during weight training, a lot of people hold their breath. And I know I'm using, we're not using crazy heavy weights now, but back in the day, I did some heavy weights. 245 squat and 315 deadlift. So I know what heavy weights are, and a lot of people just hold their breath. You really want to make sure you're breathing. So again, keeping those elbows tucked into your body, pulling back. 5 more. All right, last one. So on this next one, I recommend probably using your lighter weight. You can even start with the medium weight and then transition into the lighter if you feel like you're kind of dying. So arms out, and it's a simple exercise. We're just gonna start with rotation. So one direction, it doesn't matter the direction. Hang in there, guys. Just a little bit of a burnout. Again, it's gonna be your shoulders. So I know we're coming out of summertime season, but it's pretty hot. It's about 100 something today, so we're all wearing tank tops. Ben, you gonna join me? All right, switch directions. Now, if you need to take a break, do it, but get it back up, guys. We're not gonna be here long. And we're only doing these exercises 2 times. So something very doable. And guys, this is the last exercise of this round. Then we're just gonna repeat once more. All right, 5 more seconds. All right, so we can move back to our medium weights. We are not gonna do the reverse pec flies. Actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, we're gonna do it, but with weights in our hands this time. So just gonna be doing this motion. So you can have your lighter weights or your medium weights. And you see that it stays at that 90-degree angle the whole time. And if you start with your heavier weights and you drop down, that's totally okay. I want you to see if you can push yourself. Get in that uncomfortable area. That's where we grow, that's where we get better. 5 more, 5. Keep those elbows up. Don't let them drop. 3 more. Lost track. All right, from here, we are gonna do those lateral raises. So slight bend in the knee. Got some dust on my boob. And we're gonna go out. So again, there's a slight bend in the knee, there's a slight bend in the elbows. We don't wanna go above the shoulders. Those arms are gonna kind of glide right in front of you. Again, guys, it's the last time we're doing this. Last round for everything. Five more. Two. So on this one, I'd recommend grabbing your heavier weights. So I'm using 10s, and we're gonna do those bicep curls. So again, elbows are tucked against the side body of your waist. Try not to use momentum in swinging, but really focusing on that muscle tension. So again, imagining that you're pulling up 100 pounds. Even if you're just using your 3-pound dumbbells, really focusing and engaging that muscle. You got it, guys. Okay, 5 more. Last 3. All right, so from here, I'm gonna hang on to my heavier weights. We're gonna do that military press. So a few variations. You can have a neutral grip, so your arms are kind of tucked in, or you can be outside. So we're just gonna press up. Again, can you use your heavier weight? Do it for the first half and then drop down if you can't handle it any bit more. Slight bend in the knee, making sure you're breathing. Come on, guys. I'm feeling it too. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. All right, guys, push-ups, our favorite. If you did them all on your knees last time, can you try 1 regular push-up on your toes? Just 1. Even if you don't make it down all the way or you don't get up all the way, just try, give it a shot. So we're gonna do 10 push-ups, and let's go. Try to get your arms tucked in if you can. If not, it's okay to have your elbows out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. I hope you tried and pushed yourself on that one. We're gonna move over to the arm rows. Again, making sure you're keeping a pencil in the back of your shoulder blades. So, grabbing on, slight bend in the knee. The further you are from the door, the harder it's gonna be. And if you only have a band that's a loop, you can still make that work. Just adjust your hand grip a little bit. And you see how my elbows are still tucked into my body? They're not flailing out. It's a good exercise, but it's a different exercise. Keeping those elbows tucked in. Come on, guys. After this, we have 1 more exercise. We're almost there. See if you can push yourself a little bit harder. Breathing. Deep breaths in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 5 more. 3, 2. All right, we are gonna finish with our arm burnout. I'm gonna use my lighter weights. These are my 3s, so kind of have whatever leg stance feels most comfortable. And we're gonna just begin by rounding out those arms, burning out those muscles, finishing it off. We'll wrap it up with just a little bit of stretching, and then we're done. That's it. Keep those elbows up, guys. Don't drop your arms. Keep them up. Last exercise of the series. We're almost there, we'll switch directions. Okay, switch directions. Final round. We're on the home stretch, guys. We're stretching after this. We're almost there, 10 more seconds. Breathe through it. This is where you see the definition in your arms. This is where things change. This is where it happens. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Great job, guys. We are gonna finish up with just a little bit of stretching. First stretch we're gonna do is your right arm goes across your chest and you're gonna hook down and tighten on that arm. You should feel stretch in your right shoulder blade. Good job, guys. You made it. We finished. You're done with the workout. See, 20 minutes, you don't think you can get a lot out of there, but you really can. And it depends on, the weights that you use, the resistance. So we're gonna kind of shake that out and we're gonna switch arms. So left arm goes across your body and you're gonna hook and tighten. Man, I'm telling you, it's been hot today, at least 100. Our AC didn't work for a bit, but we got it working, so it's still a little warm in here. All right, guys. So from here, arm is gonna go up in the air. You're gonna grab onto that wrist, pull up and over. So you should feel this stretch, the right underbelly of your arm, the side body, and again, grabbing that wrist and pulling up and over. You guys should be proud. I hope you can stay around for our next series where we're gonna do lower body. We have a full body, shake that out. So left arm goes up, grabbing onto that wrist, pulling up and over. There's a stretch and core series, but everything is 20 minutes or a little bit less, but it's tapped around 20 minutes. So something that's approachable, you can fit into your work day before you start work, after you get off. There's no excuses to not move your body. Strength training is so important for longevity and just overall wellness. All right, we're gonna shake that out. Kind of just swing your arms. All right, guys. So just kind of rolling your arm back, trying one arm at a time. You feel that rotation in your shoulder blade. Switch sides. All right, just gonna do some last minute wrist stretches. So palm goes out, fingertips go down to the ground, and you're gonna just pull those fingertips back. So you should feel that stretch in the underbelly of your forearm. We didn't work that too much today, but driving, typing, being on your phone really keeps it tight. And if we're not doing counter stretches to counteract those positions, they start to tighten over time. So fingertips now go up, same hand, fingertips go up. All right, switch arms, so fingertips down towards the ground. We're almost there, guys. You did an excellent job today. Fingertips go up. We're gonna finish class with just 2 deep breaths. So having your legs slightly wider than hip distance width apart, maybe a slight bend. Close your eyes if that's something that feels safe. And I want you to elongate your posture. Imagine that there's a cord going through the center gravity of your body. You always want to make sure to keep that cord tight. So we're going to begin by taking an inhale through the nose, filling up the chest cavity, filling up every area in the body. So from your head to your toes, imagining air is filling up, holding at the top, exhaling out through your mouth. Releasing everything. Last one, biggest one of the day. Inhale through the nose, filling up every inch of space in your body. Holding at the top and exhaling through your mouth. Awesome, great work today, guys. I hope you feel a nice little burn in your upper body. Please join me on our next series where we do the lower body. Can't wait to see you guys there. Take care.
How was it?
Good.